All right, so we are going to talk about word choice. Our learning target for today is I understand what word choice is and I can choose precise words in my writing. It is my hope that by the end of this video, you're able to explain word choice and go back into your NaNoWriMo story, which is the story you wrote over the month of the month of November. Most of you wrote it in Google Docs. Um, my hope is that you're able to go back there and find at least 10 words that you could change to make them more precise. So word choice is just what it sounds like. Word choice is choosing words. Authors need to be really careful about the words that they choose. You want to make sure you're choosing interesting words that will not only keep your reader reading your story, but you also want to choose precise words. I'm going to write that word, precise. There are a lot of words that are vague. Vague means generic, boring. They don't give the reader a lot of information. For example, the word said. We see said a lot in stories. It might be, he was angry. Get out of the room, he said. Get out of the room, he said. Said doesn't tell you how he said it. Said just tells you that he said something. So if you wanted to make better word choice and use a more precise word, you could say he grunted or he yelled. He yelled tells you exactly how he said get out of the room. But he said is a little bit more boring and generic. It's a vague word. He could have said it a lot of different ways. The same goes for the word best in this sentence, in this case. The snake is really poisonous. Oh. Let's do its venom is the best. Now, this is an example of a word that is not precise. Remember, precise means it tells us exactly what it is. Its venom is the best. I'm not really sure what that means. It could mean it's good. It could mean that it is the most effective. It could mean a lot of different things. We want to make it more precise. So we're going to write the snake is really poisonous. Its venom is the most effective. So not only is that more precise, but it's also not an opinion. Just like its venom is the best is kind of an opinion, but its venom is most effective can be backed up by comparing the snake's venom to other snakes' venom to see which one is the most effective for the job it's trying to do. So now I want you to visit your NaNoWriMo story, and I want you to look for words that might be a little bit boring. Words like stuff, things, said, best, good, bad, those really generic words. And I want you to think of words that are a lot more interesting, that mean the same thing or something more precise. That way your reader knows a little bit better of what you want to say. So I want you to go ahead and do that. Remember, you are changing 10 words in your NaNoWriMo, which is, again, the story you wrote throughout November. Most of you wrote it on Google Docs. And then you are going to complete the word choice part of your all block worksheet. If you have questions, ask 3 of your peers before me. Ask 3 before me. Remember, during this time, I'm working with a small group, and sometimes it's really hard for me to stop teaching my small group to answer your question. So only ask me if you've asked 3 people and they're unable to answer it. Remember that I will ask you what 3 people you asked before you come to me, so you better have asked 3 people. All right, that's all for right now. Go ahead and get to work.